Hello, this is video intended for host families and it should help them to fill in the online application. To get here, you should have first registered and created your account here on garainternational.net and then applied for the program which you choose here. And now you should be able to see your application and you can start filling it here by pressing this button, start filling in your information. So just press it, and the first section is dedicated to personal details, so please fill in carefully details about mother and then details about father. They are more or less the same. It's the basic stuff like name, surname, date of birth, addresses, mobiles, business phone. If you have Skype account, or maybe you have just a common family one. How often does the mother check email, and if she is a stay-at-home mother? Yeah, and the same for father. There is also a question if the work schedule of either parent requires overnight travel, or if the parents take part in activities that require them to go out of home in the evenings. So you just select if yes or not, save and continue. Second section is dedicated to family details. So first you should indicate your marital status, married, divorced, separated, etc. Number of children. And now you click here on Add Child Details, and for every of your children you fill these fields. Its name, age, date of birth and gender. And you can add another child by clicking on this, and you can fill the information for every of your children. Now, and we continue with another question, that is, are you expecting a baby? Do other adults reside in your home either full-time or part-time? Well, yes or no. It could be, for example, if grandma lives with you. These are questions about citizenship and English fluency. Do you speak fluently English? Is English spoken in your home 100% of the time? And what other languages do you and family members speak? Now we go to special needs section. So we need to know if any member of the family has special needs. It could be, for example, that one of your child is discapacitated or has some serious disease or something like that. Do you have any other help in the house, such as cleaner, garden and home help? These are questions concerning religion. So what's your religion, and if you do regularly your religious services. This is not intended like discrimination. It's more that like informative thing, so that we know how your family is, and more for the au pair which is going to go to your family to know how you are. Maybe we could find a good match by knowing this information, even though it's quite sensitive. Does your family follow a special diet? Do you have any pets? Also basic information. Do any family members smoke? And a question about crime. Here this is the part when you should take your interests, for example, gardening, reading, artwork, dancing, etc. You can take it like what your family likes, your musical family or sport family, etc. So you take every of the options that is applicable for you, and this is also common for others. So in this field, you can fill in other special hobbies. And press save and continue. And now we get to home and locality details. So the first question is if your house is freestanding, townhouse or apartment. There's a place to or space to describe your house. Now we come to the room for the au pair. So do you have a private bedroom for the au pair? You should have one. You should describe it here. Do you need your au pair to drive? Yes, no. Will your au pair be able to use the car when off duty? How much do you care about the driving experience? You can select either she doesn't need to drive, or that you will consider a new driver, or that you require at least 12-month experience. And you should be aware of that the drivers in a continental Europe drive on the opposite side, and that there might be a necessity of providing the girl with extra driving lessons to ensure the security for the children. Next part is how often will your au pair be invited to attend family activities? Well, you should be also aware of that. The au pair program is not intended as some cheap help in family. It's more like a culture experience, so the girl should be involved in Irish culture and family life. So it means how often will you take her to maybe concerts or sports events or family celebration, etc. Where is your family located? Countryside, village, town, city? What is the approximate population in immediate area? So these are the information describing your environment. Where is the nearest town? Yeah, how many kilometers away is your nearest major airport, etc. Can you collect the au pair from the airport? That would be very suitable. Is public transport available from your home? So the transport information, and this is a space again for describing your local area and neighborhood. For example, are there any stores or sport facilities and these kind of things. Are there language classes available in the area, such as VEC or private schools? This is important for the au pair to know, because they often come to learn English. So they are very happy about the possibility of attending some courses in the language schools. And we go on and we have family preferences. It means your preferences about the au pair. So first question asks you about if you prefer some gender. Maybe you do, maybe not. Here you can tick if you think that your au pair cannot be allergic or afraid of pets. This is about smoker preference. We will consider an au pair that smokes. We will consider that she smokes outside or inside, but away from away from children, so please select yes or no in each. And more questions. It's important that our au pair is an experienced swimmer. So this is about swimmers. This one is about the age preference. If you have some range that you would be more happy than in other age. And there's also possibility to choose the preferred child minding experience ages. You may also write down your preference about the native language of the au pair, because you might consider the possibility that she would speak with your children if you want to. She would speak with your children in her native language so that they can study the basic or learn the basic vocabulary. When would you like your new au pair to arrive? So these are the coming and leaving dates. How long do you want your new au pair to stay? You should probably select yes to this. Are you open to short term and long term for later? It means if you haven't ever had an au pair in your family, the short term experience is maybe better at first, and it's also easier to find short term au pair in the beginning. How much are you willing to pay your au pair weekly? Where you should be aware of the fact that for 35 hours per week it should be a minimum of 85 euros. But you can always give her more. If the au pair stays the full time, will you pay a bonus? If so, how much? It's a good motivation to know that if she stays with you till the end, that she will get something more than just the current salary or pocket money. So bear that in mind. These are another guideline which you should read, and here you have like a schedule of your normal week, and you should provide your potential au pair with a sample typical weekly schedule here. It means that you click on the particular day and write scheduled hours on Monday, for example, and description of duties and activities she should do, and the total hours of work. And you do it with every day of the week, and you can add additional considerations here. For example, if something changes every second week or something like that. There are further questions about the au pair, for example, if she will be allowed to have friends, boyfriend, family member to stay, if she will have the access to internet, and if she will be allowed to use the family phone, etc. Maybe you could buy her also the cell phone for better coordination. And now this is a very important part, because we have come to a Dear Au Pair letter, which is basically a letter which will be given to the au pair to read, and you should introduce your family to her and write the basic facts and expectations that you have. If you click on this orange link, some advices or directions or instructions how to write it will appear. Okay. So you can write the letter here, or maybe you can write it later and then re-edit it. Save and continue. And now this is a last section. It's more like feedback for us, because we want to know where you heard about Kara International. Was it internet or word of mouth? It means did anyone who you know recommended this agency to you, or was it a TV documentary or publication, or by whom you were referred to the agency? Was it a current host family or current au pair or some local coordinator? And the question that follows is if you had au pairs before, and what was the way you got them. So you choose between never had au pair, other agencies, online system, or private sources, and what applicant type you are. New applicant or repeat applicant. And do you currently have an au pair? Yes, no. So you fill it, press save and continue, and you see a message, your data has been saved. So the application is basically done. And now you should complete submission, submit it by clicking on this. But first, there's a warning that always you have to first agree with terms and conditions here. The terms and conditions can be read if you open it in a different table, for example. Well, now you press complete submission and start your search. And your application has been submitted. And now you should pay the money, and you should wait for our operator to contact you because there will be need to undergo some procedures, and you may be asked to hand in some further documentation. But basically you just wait for our operator to email you or call you. So that's it. So I hope you get very good au pair and you will have good experience with our agency.